Hello and welcome back to Cocktails with Sophia. Today we will be making a Calvados 75. If you don't know it by now, my name is Sophia McGlew. I am a cocktail enthusiast, a little bit of a bartender, and I'm just trying to learn more and pass it on to you. And today we're making a Calvados 75. So this is pretty much a spin on the classic French 75, which I haven't quite made pure French 75, but if you check out my main channel, Sophia McGlew, which is where you can find all my music, I have made other French 75 riffs for my new romantic cocktail series. So please go check it out. Maybe I'll leave like a link or something. I don't really know how this YouTube shit works. Okay, so my parents recently went to Normandy, and the lovely parents that they are, they brought me back some Calvados. So if you don't know it, Calvados is an apple brandy, so it's pretty much a brandy made out of apples. And it's specifically made in France. That's why it's called Calvados. So legally, Calvados has to be made in France for it to be called Calvados. But there are, of course, other apple brandies out there, like Applejack, which is made in the US. So if you want to use anything else for this recipe, feel free to do it. So today I'm using a recipe out of this book. This is a great book if you haven't read it before. This is Sasha Petrosky's Regarding Cocktails by his beautiful wife, Georgette. She released this book after he passed away. And it's got a lot of recipes from the bar Milk and Honey, which used to be in the Lower East Side of Manhattan, and a bunch of drinks that kind of sprung out of that cocktail renaissance back in the early 2000s. So when I got the Calvados from my parents, I immediately went to this book to see if there was anything with Calvados in it. And we have this very simple Calvados 75. Which I have never tried before, but you can of course use Applejack. It even says to use Applejack if you don't have Calvados. So it's pretty much a French 75, but you're taking out the gin or the classic cognac and using Calvados instead, which is going to bring a nice apple flavor to it. So I'm very excited to try this cocktail. My parents brought me back 2 different types of cognac. The cheap one that you can, I think they said, get at any convenience store, and like a nice fancy one from the duty free. So maybe that would be better for a cocktail, but I think I want to use the nice stuff because this is really good on its own. You can really taste the apple. This one kind of tastes more like just like a cheap, like rubbing alcohol-y kind of liqueur. This one, when I first tried it, I was like, there's something so nostalgic about it. The smell of it is, and it's like it's got like an apple woodish, like an apple woody scent, and it's really delicious. So we're gonna use that. This is Cucurel Calvados, the cask finish collection, finished in bourbon barrels. Distillerie Familier depuis 1937. I don't know French, but here it is the label, if you can maybe see it. Maybe I can link it below. So let's get started in making the cocktail. It's been a long day. Monza, can you stop? It's my dog Monza barking upstairs. Let's cut our lemon and try not to hurt ourselves. That was a really tough lemon. I'm going to hand squeeze it. Luckily I'm not officially bartending and like serving this to somebody, so I can be as unhygienic as I want because I am the one drinking it. Alright, so 1/2 ounce of lemon juice into a shaker. I just let the lemon seeds, like I leave them in there. I don't strain them out or anything because eventually you're gonna just strain it and it'll get out of there. So I don't like put in extra effort to strain my lemon juice before I'm adding it to the cocktail. I don't know, maybe there's some kind of like reason you don't want the seeds in there because it could like maybe break apart and add some other extra flavor. And I don't really care right now. Maybe in the future I will care. But once again, I'm making this for myself, so. This is 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. This is just 1:1 simple syrup. Now we're gonna do an ounce of our Calvados. 1 whole ounce of Calvados. Now we're going to add some ice and shake. I'm just gonna add it straight into the big tin. Now the recipe calls for it to be served in a Tom Collins glass with some ice on the bottom. I'm gonna do it like a up style because that's the way I like my French 75s, and that's like kind of what I want to compare it to see the difference between like a normal French 75. Let's shake it. So we're gonna use this nice two-toned glass I just got out of the freezer because I want to have the full experience of a nice chilled glass. Let's not wait any longer and let's strain this. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick garnish. Look how messy my table is. Really bad apple fan garnish. And then let's also top it off with, it says champagne or Cava. I'm using Prosecco. Mio Netto Prosecco. I just like to get the tiny bottles so I don't have to waste any because I'm sustainable and cheap. It just says to top it off, but you want to do maybe like roughly 2 ounces to 3 ounces. That looks good. And we'll garnish it. Their fan. There we go. This is the Calvados 75. And to any New York City bars, if you want to hire me, please, I'm up for grab at the moment. Alright, this is the, oh no! My apple fan got wet. This is the Calvados 75. Let's try it. Oh my god, it's so good. It's kind of like an adult sparkling apple juice. It's so like unbelievably appley. I need to perfect my garnishing skills, obviously, still. It's such a good apple flavor. It's very reminiscent of like a childhood apple, but not too much that it's like that crappy, like sweetened apple, but it's got like that kind of, I don't know how to explain it quite correctly. I don't know, it's kind of more like a natural, kind of past ripe flavor of an apple, if that makes sense. But not like rotting. It's just, I think it's the fact that it's like aged in a bourbon barrel, that it has like some like old quality to it, kind of like you can taste the age in it in a way. I think it's a very good introduction into the whole French 75 because gin can be kind of like a off-putting, and so can like cognac and brandy, but the apple quality to it, can you just behave? Come on. Quality kind of makes it like sweeter and more enjoyable, and like not like you're drinking straight booze. Like gin can have like, you know, like the whole juniper flavor that I know a lot of people don't like. So I think this is good for the people who don't really like cocktails, but it's strong. It's got a kick. There's still quite that like grown-up feeling about it, even though it's kind of got like a nostalgic apple juicy kind of feeling to it. Well, it's very classy. I don't know who made this cocktail, but whoever made it, thank you for your recipe. And thank you, Georgette, for creating this great cocktail book. And thank you, whoever you are, for watching this video. It means a lot to me. And I'm sorry I'm such a chaotic person behind the camera. It is very much so out of my comfort zone, so I do get a little messy. So if you got it to this part, thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. I will hopefully make another one of these soon, and maybe we together can see how I progress and grow as a cocktail filmmaker. Because even though I've done a bunch of these, I've done them so sporadically that, I don't know, there's not much to see growth-wise. So maybe I will stick to it and try to perfect it in a way. If you haven't seen them already, go check out my main channel, Sophia McGlue, and watch my New Romantic Cocktails, where I make a cocktail to go to each one of my 10 songs off of my debut album, New Romance. And please subscribe onto that channel because I will be making another 10 cocktails for another 10 songs. That will be coming out later this year. So thank you, and have a great day.